Hi friends, welcome back to the studio. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm starting my morning off doing some organization and moving some things around. I just hung these cute velvet green curtains. They used to be in my dining room. There's little Cookie taking a nap. And then I also cleared off my shelf that was covering this pocket door, and I moved it back into the living room where I originally had it. The living room used to be my office. It was a hunter green color, and now it's this cute apricot color. I'm so excited to have my shelves back and have this extra storage. I moved my vinyl up here. I have some of my cement pieces. I have a shelf dedicated to the crystals that I have in stock right now. Those are some of my wax melts that I make. And then on the bottom, I have my sublimation printer. I don't use it all the time, and my sewing stuff. And then here is going to be the shelf dedicated to like all of my blanks. And for now, I'm going to use it for my DTF transfers, as well as my UV transfers that I use for my Libby glasses. So I feel a little bit more organized. Everything's coming together. Now we need to start working on some different things. So the first thing that we're gonna do is make the items for our most recent sales. So we're gonna head on back over to the apricot room and start pulling the inventory that I need to make those items from my shelf that is now organized with all my blanks. Eventually, this room here, I'd like to have a 6-foot table. This one is probably like 4 foot, 5 foot, and this is for my cement, but I'd like to have a nicer table that I can keep in here and make it still feel like my living room. And then when it comes to like pressing a shirt or packaging an order, it's kind of going in here instead of back and forth in my office. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pull the items that they ordered. We have 2 sweatshirts we're going to be pressing today. Both of them are in the sand color. I do offer these in pink, white, and black. I don't have them on stock right now, but for anybody who cares, I use Jiffy. I like Jiffy because I like their cost, and they also have free shipping. I think it's over $75, and my experience so far is I can get my orders within like a day and a half. So that has allowed me to really kind of get into the apparel without having to buy a bunch of inventory, and I can still get my orders out on time. So for anyone who needed that little information, I hope it helps you get started. But we're gonna go ahead and pick out the designs that they chose. So we have one spooky season, and this has the horror characters. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but you have Michael Myers, Jason, and the ghost face image in there. That's super cute. I love the little floral in there as well. And then we also have, we're gonna be pressing, if I can stand this up, the Pac-Man horror movie character design. That is definitely my favorite. It takes me back to my childhood. And then down here we have a Libby glass that we're gonna be wrapping, and they chose the pumpkin vibes. This is kind of like a disco fall groovy retro wrap. This one I created myself, so that's my original design. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this stuff, take it in the next room, and start making these things. Okay, so this took a lot longer to do than normal. Usually maybe 5 minutes to make one of these. This one is definitely more intricate, and you can see I've made some mistakes there. And so this is going to be my cup and I have to make another one, but that's okay. What I've learned in starting to make these designs, you know, and creating my own UV transfers are that when you use like these small little stars and stuff, they tend to like rip. And when you have so much design on here, they also tend to rip. And I took my time and I kept pressing, but this design is definitely a little bit more challenging than my other ones. So just a little tip for anybody out there when you're creating your own template and own designs, use a little bit larger images. So at least I got a new glass. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and open my Amazon order. This was delivered last night. I honestly forgot about it, but this is gonna be a new product. I was looking for like small little gift items, mainly like stocking stuffers, items that I can put in my shop that would be like under $5. So I came up with these motel keychains. From what I can tell, I think that they're trending upwards, and there's a lot of different things that you can do with these. So I ordered them in white. I wanna get some other colors, but for now, we're gonna kind of putter around and see what designs we can get on these cute keychains. So what I'm going to do now to kind of create some mock-ups, some prototypes for this motel keychain is I'm going into Canva and I'm going to upload an SVG file that I purchased from Etsy. So I found someone that had like a mock-up design of this motel keychain. So this way I can go ahead and insert some different images and get an idea of what it will look like before I create it. And this also helps me for sizing purposes when it comes to either sizing out my vinyl or if I'm going to size out and order UV transfers. So this is just an example. You can manipulate the keychain. I turned it sideways so I can put this Pisces logo on there. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is just create different pages and add different designs and kind of get a feel for what I like and then go from there. So for these colored images, I wouldn't be doing vinyl. That would be a lot of different layering. So for any that have lots of colors, I'll be ordering those when I put in my gang sheet order, when I order the UV transfers. This next design is definitely going to be what I'm going to try first. Because it's one color, I can try it in vinyl, and I'm obsessed with these flower zodiac images. I have them on tote bags and also my beer glasses, so this would be a nice addition to add it to a keychain. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to print out some of this vinyl, and I like this design. So last thing on my agenda for today, it is almost Sunday evening. We're about to have dinner. I want to finish cutting out my UV and DTF transfers. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks as always for hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next one.